back by then, but I didn't want to
Yeah.
assume that and then not be there. So I figured give you a few days to find a sub.
Yeah, it's just
So
well for Saturday Night Fights. It takes about 2 minutes. Hey, everybody, good evening, and welcome to Wednesday Night Warfare. This is the low key and relaxed portion of our gaming program, as we get together and do stuff that's a little different than the usual silliness. Brought to us as always by the Armchair Dragoons and its associates all over the place. Tonight we got something a little bit different going on. We've been doing a lot of Napoleonics as we always do, and I regret nothing. But tonight we decided we would go sink some boats. And frankly, last week I missed. Because I had to work. I hated it. You got to work. You got to do your job. But I didn't get to do this, and I've wanted to do this for a long time. I have a question, and I don't know if either of you know the answer. I don't know if anybody in chat is going to know the answer. But let me first go out. I suppose I should, because at some point Dalinar is going to jump on remote from work. Proud sailor that he is. The I don't know the answer to this. As I think you all know, the folks at Warlord Games have come out with a World War II naval game called Victory at Sea,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't figure out for the life of me whether it is this game from Mongoose, which has been out for quite some time now. But I don't know. I don't know if either of you happen to know for a fact, or if anybody in the chat would know. But this is really bugging me. Tuna! Tuna is first. I think it's a first for you. Hey, buddy. Good to see you as always, Sis. So I don't know if anybody's going to show up and be able to speak to that. But I am very curious because I can't find, obviously they're not putting the rules online, or at least not a sizable section of them. I've tried to watch a number of rules reviews, and it seems very similar to this, but nobody is willing to say one way or the other whether it is the same game.
Well, did they just buy it from Mongoose?
That's
Republish
what
it,
I
or?
think, because let's face it, Warlord is really a miniatures company.
Yeah.
I mean, and I've even posted to Twitter, you know, Mongoose Publications, trying to get them to respond, and they don't. Not that they got to respond to me.
Have
Or
you seen the
anything.
price of their miniatures for this game, though?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Like $30 a boat? Give me a break.
Well, and look, once upon a time, I had some very good friends that worked at Pegasus Games in Madison, Wisconsin, one of the great war game stores in the state. And I would join them on Wednesday unpacking day for Games Workshop stuff.
Yeah.
And one of the things we would always do is, of course, they would pull out and they would look at the pricing guide, and they would say, "Here's what it cost us," and they would check it off for the owner, and then they would check it against MSRP. And the usual answer was, let's imagine Necromancer Kalthiths of the Chaos Warriors, $42. Ooh, what a screw! Um, and it's the same thing here. And if they're lovely, but you're right, they're a fortune.
Yeah, it's outrageous to me. I mean, I'd rather go with those uh, engraved wood pieces that
Oh
Mirth
yeah,
was talking about
yeah.
a long
Mirth had
time.
them. Yeah, no. I have absolutely. Those are quite nice. And
Those
besides,
are very nice. Yeah.
and they're a better size. You don't gotta paint them. They're just stickering.
Yeah.
Um. All right, there we go. There we go. That took long enough. But up
I
and
mean,
live.
you get a whole fleet for $50 or whatever
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
yeah. The Hui Vu. Number two is me. Stop it. Hey, Hui Vu. Am I pronouncing that right? Welcome. We're very, very glad to have you. Tuna, there is a Velker. He is sitting right over next to me. Say hello to Tuna Velker.
Hello, Tuna.
How are you doing tonight, Velker?
I'm doing well.
All right. So he's hanging out over there as we play ships. What are you playing? Oh, he is entering the gungeon, is what he's doing. So I think, which is a crazy fun throwback shooter type game that drives me insane because
Has he managed to take off his VR helmet
oh yes,
since he got it?
yes, the VR helmet has been off many times. Although he keeps getting new games, which I will tell you, as I think I may have said to you, and I know I've said to others, we are now officially at the point where VR is like, okay, now I'm in. Now this is freaking cool. He just picked up a game called Boneworks, which is a crazy alternative universe physics engine box thing where it's all kinds of puzzles and parkour, but realizing how immersive it is, it's insane.
Hmm.
But the biggest game in all of VR land right now is a game called Ape Attack? Ape Tag?
Gorilla tag.
Gorilla Tag. That's it, Gorilla Tag.
Gorilla Tag.
Where everybody is just a gorilla, except you don't have legs. You just are a torso with big arms. And you run around, jump into trees, and everybody tags everybody. That's it. It's a free game. It comes with Oculus.
Okay.
And
Soon-
and I'm telling you,
Soon
he
he'll be
works
like
up.
in Ready Play. Oh, go ahead.
He just works up the biggest sweat. It's amazing.
Soon it'll be like he's in Ready Player One.
Telling you. Oh, he's ready for that for sure. So
Yeah, I
great
almost
That's
got
gotta be
one
one
at
of my
Christmas.
first
and I
favorite.
didn't.
awesome. I got the name right. Hey, Red, good to see you. Red could not be with us tonight. He has laryngitis. He has laryngitis.
That makes it hard to be live on this. Yeah.
Is Tuna? Who's that ship all by himself? Is that Vance's Panther? That's awesome. Hey, Tommy. good to
OJ's
see you.
Panther this time.
It's OJ's Panther. We'll see how it does. It's the Scharnhorst tonight. This is the death of the Scharnhorst for Victory at Sea. Let's buzz through the rules. I know you guys have played before, but each turn we're gonna get together and this is again a double scale game. Victory at Sea is built for 1/6000 to 1/2000. I don't like that. I like 1/1200. I like big ships because why not? So everything's doubled. All distances, shooting, moving, everything, and the size of the table. This is a not a 6x4, but a 12x8. Remember, there is no pre-measuring. It is no pre-measuring, no distances, no ranges. This is borrowed from Fletcher Pratt, one of the games that absolutely inspired this one. We will remember that all ships have, as ships had, they will have these arcs of fire right there. There they are. And only those guns that are in those arcs are allowed to fire at targets. And so we'll check that. It's not too complicated when we have as few ships as we do, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm. This is new to me. I'm new to this.
Have you not played this?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I didn't play
okay.
the previous one.
Oh, you played Fletcher Pratt. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and so speed. Well, the speed is the maximum distance in inches that a ship can usually move in a single turn. So in this, and remember, always double that. Turning. That's how quickly a ship can turn to come about. And we'll show you how you do that. In order to turn, you have to move at least half your movement first. Targeting. That's how easy you are to target. You know, you're going to see. And by the way, I'm recommending, Vance, that you take a look at one of these cards right here. Like, for example, this one.
Yep, I am.
So you will see all those statistics right there. Your targeting number, your armor number, your damage and crew, and then any special traits. One big thing, aircraft were canceled. They screwed up aircraft in the Victory at Sea system. So aircraft does not work. Radar and torpedo belts, however, do. They wound up fundamentally revising them. I'm very curious. It's one of the things I am very, very curious to know about with respect to the Warlord game, to see if they took another swing at it, because it was something they really did struggle with. All right, so let's go through the rules. Every turn, we're going to start out by rolling for initiative, and that's where am I going here? No, that's not where I want to be. I wanted to be here. There we are. And every turn, we're going to start with the initiative phase, which is just we're going to roll 2d6, re-rolling ties. There are modifiers if you've got civilian shipping, but we have none. If you've won initiative, you get to pick either, and everything is alternating, ship. So you either get to go first or make the other guy go first. And then you're going to take turns moving back and forth, as there is exactly one German ship that's pretty straightforward. Once all ships have moved, though, they get to fire their weapons, again alternating, and the initiative winner gets to decide who goes first. And that's really the whole of a turn. So how do you move ships? Well, they go straight ahead, and they go up to their distance in speed, and they're on their speed score, which, again, please remember doubled. You may turn according to your turn radius. So, for example, we look at the Scharnhorst, and we see that she has a turning of 1. Well, it's a battleship, after all. You grab one of these gauges, and that's the left one, or the port, and that's the starboard one, depending which way you want to turn. And you slide it right along there, and you're just going to have to gauge it, because unfortunately they don't turn, and has this, fixed this, but he's never explained to me how to do it to other ships. He's fixed it so that they pivot on their keel, but they won't right now. They're going to pivot on their center, so you got to gauge it. But obviously, if you want to turn one click, you turn to here. and that's it. That's all you got to do. That's how you turn.
All
And-
right.
And you can keep moving. But in order to turn, remember, you must move half. You must move half. You should.
Sorry, so you move half forward and then turn and
Yes. At any point
finish your move?
after half, you can move. You can turn and then finish the move.
And that uses up the rest of your movement?
No. You may then
Oh,
finish your
you keep
move.
going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. You are never required to move your maximum turn. You can never stack on top of each other. No, that's good to know. We don't worry about aircraft because, as I say, they're not an issue here. In the attack phase, you're going to pick your targets. You got to be inside the range, and you've got to be inside the fire arc. And again, ranges are right on the cards, and all ranges are doubled. So, especially if you look at the Scharnhorst, you're talking about some pretty dramatic ranges. There are
So
modifiers.
26, so 52 inches. Okay.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. So the Scharnhorst is going to be, when it's firing that A turret, it's firing 90 inches. Its B
So what are we
turret is
talking here?
90 inches right there.
94 inches across the table. Okay.
Yeah.
I can really reach out and touch you anywhere right now.
Yep. The Scharnhorst.
Yes, you can.
The Scharnhorst can give that kind of love. That's what it's hoping for. There are some modifiers. If you're over 60 inches away, it's a -2. If you're more than 40 inches away, it's a -1. If you are a fast-moving target, if you moved more than 14 inches in the current turn, you're harder to hit. You're -1. And if you're a large silhouette, which is to say your target is
The
firing
Scharnhorst.
at your beam.
Ah, okay.
All right, the target is firing at your beam. That's a +1, so that's a little better. And every attack die, you have to hit the target score of your. So you're firing your guns, and you want to hit the target. So let's look at the Scharnhorst, and we see it's got a target number of 4. So you got to roll a 4 or better. How many dice do you roll? Well, that's that AD. That's how many attack dice you're rolling trying to hit that number. 1 always misses. 6s are not automatic hits. You got to be able to get there.
So wait, second armament does more dice, but it's weaker damage?
Exactly. And
Is
it's
that what
also
the
got
special is?
yep, it's got we'll get to weak. Most of them have the trait weak, which I will I will read that modifier out once we get there.
Okay.
Once you've hit, you then have to roll damage dice per weapon. You see that there? So
Yep.
for example, we see that again we'll take a peek at the Scharnhorst and we'll see that it's got damage dice of 1. So every one of those dice hits for 1, but those torpedoes they hit for 3.
Yeah.
All right, so they're pretty nasty. So you got to check to see how much damage you cause. When your damage dice are rolled, you are comparing it to the armor score. Every damage dice that equals or beats the armor, 1 point of damage is taken off the damage score. Anytime you roll a 6 on damage, that may be a critical hit. You check that die again. If you roll a 4 or higher, it's a crit. And then you also do get the hit. You get a hit and a crit. We then check on the critical hit table. Okay. Talked about the ranges on the dice. Talked about the guns. Only secondary weapons may split fire. Such weapons with multiple attack dice are allowed to split their dice between targets. This is done when targets are nominated. So you can't split fire off your turrets and things like that.
Right.
But the turrets themselves, my aft turret can shoot aft, and my forward ones can shoot a different direction.
Just so.
Or
Just so.
all 3 turrets have to shoot, huh?
No. You can. No. You just can't. You get those 3 dice on those. For
Right,
example,
yeah.
your A turret
Yep.
has. You can't split those 3, but your A turret, your B turret,
Right.
and your Y turret can all fire at different people.
Yep, that's what I thought. I just wanted
Yeah.
to double check, make sure I remember that correctly.
Yep. If your crew is reduced to 0, your ship is abandoned. You may not move for the rest of the game. If a ship's damage score is 0, it is sunk. Both damaged and crew scores have secondary figures. You'll notice I've written them on the ships. You'll see them right there if you mouse over. It's in the tooltip. The Scharnhorst, for example, has a damage of 3512 and a crew of 7023. When you get down to that second number, when you get all the way down to that second number, then a threshold has been reached and it becomes crippled. reduces turning to 1 point. Speed is permanently cut in half. And the AD of the secondary weapons is also halved. We will be rolling 1 die for each main gun turret. And on a 4+, that turret is destroyed. Okay.
Okay.
We talk about critical hits, and we'll go through those when they happen. They're a lot of fun. They're one of the things that make... it's one of the things that people felt was missing in Fletcher Pratt, because you really couldn't do the catastrophic explosion on the hood.
Right.
In fact, I have played the the battle between the Bismarck and the hood, where the hood indeed was blown up by a catastrophic explosion, which is kind of crazy. When we get to the end phase, players can repair their ships through damage control. The player who won the initiative gets to do it first. Many critical hits have effects that further debilitate a ship beyond the raw damage they cause. Weapons can be put out of mission, all that stuff. To repair a damage, you select a ship that is currently suffering. Roll 1d6, consult its command, and on a roll of 9 or more, the effect has been repaired and the ship can continue normally. That happens at the end. You can't fix vital systems. Fire, if a fire breaks out, we'll go over it. It's nasty at sea, but I think folks know this. Special actions. You have these special actions, and you have charts right on your, right here on your game tables. You got this little chart of special actions. That's criticals. Where'd they go? There they are, right here. Both of you have one?
All hands, yeah.
Yep, and you can do those things. You have to make command rolls. Every ship has a different command check. You roll 1d6 and the command score. So, for example, all hands on deck. You roll 1d6, add your command, and you got to get 8 or better. Come about, 9 or better. Create smoke is automatic. And obviously we have evasive and flank speed. We've got all these things. So you can do this special action. You may only attempt one special action every turn, but each ship may attempt one for it. So all of Vance's ships can attempt a special action if they wish. And you must choose and attempt it before the ship begins to move. And I think they're pretty self-explanatory, but you can certainly ask about them. What do we talk about with radar? I believe that, let's see, the main things we have ships. Do any of the ships have armored decks? Does the Scharnhorst?
Yep, like
Okay,
King George says.
Okay, the King George has an armored deck. What does that mean? It is a reinforced lining on its deck. Attackers firing on the ship do not get the long and extreme damage bonus because of plunging fire. There's a damage bonus from plunging fire that you get.
Right.
Radar. The ship is fitted with a surface radar system that allows it to operate effectively at long range and at night. We'll talk about that. Torpedo belts. A thick reinforced layer of armor, often supplemented with sections of gas or water, lays beneath the waterline of the ship. It may minimize the effect of a torpedo hit. Any damage dice from a torpedo that affects the ship may be re-rolled at the discretion of the player being hit. We have armor-piercing weapons, AP. They are adept at blasting through the hulls of ships. They get +1 on their damage die, on their damage rolls. One shot, well, sounds just like what it is. You get one shot. That's typically torpedoes. And weak. Due to the small size or design, some weapons are simply not powerful. All damage dice rolled by this get a -1. They do not crit. It's probably the biggest deal. -1, and they do not crit. So they're you get a bunch of them, but they're limited in what they can do. All right. Where's my? There we go. Torpedoes. They are used as underwater guided missiles. They are unusual in that they are fired in salvos and operate a little differently. Our torpedo attack is declared the same way as any other. You place a torpedo counter in contact with the vessel that you're shooting at within 20 inches. Range is 20 inches. You got to get close. You let somebody get close with torpedoes like that, it is your fault. Don't come crying to me. All right.
Yeah, Vance, don't go crying.
That when last we played this game, torpedoes were the story. Okay. Roll attack dice for the torpedo spread. These dice do not have the normal modifiers. Instead, they just get a +1 for the beam. look at the damage, it's nasty. And on a critical hit, the attacking player may choose to re-roll one of the 2d6 for location. I repeat, it's nasty. So what's our story here? What's going on? Well, this is a historical scenario, and this is, where did it go? It's called The Clash of Giants. And it's April of 1940, and the Scharnhorst is out to sea. It's covering the invasion of Normandy and Denmark. The two battlecruisers headed northward to the Arctic Circle. During a brief break in the weather, the battlecruisers were sighted by the HMS Renown, which closed range and opened fire. In the ensuing action, gunnery radar aboard the German ship conferred an advantage, which was countered by the bigger guns of the British battlecruiser. The German force was not inclined nor required by its mission to fight a British heavy warship. Well, you would think that that's what would happen, but when the action was rejoined when the HMS Belfast detected the Scharnhorst on radar and opened fire soon after. Although it scored some hits on the British cruiser, Scharnhorst again attempted to break contact. This brought her into the range of the British force's heavy guns. She fled eastward with the British in pursuit. As the range gradually opened, it seemed that the Scharnhorst might be lucky and escape. The Royal Navy begins with initiative on the first turn. The Scharnhorst may not change course until turn 2.
Ah!
Okay? Now here's the catch. This game takes place at night and in bad weather. It's pretty obvious. If one fleet manages to destroy the other, that side wins. If the Scharnhorst wipes out all the British, it wins. Just let that be observed. If Mike can get off this side of the board, right here, behind these candles, if he gets all the way behind the candles, he wins.
Wait a minute. The candles are locked. I can't move them.
Yeah, think? What does night mean? Let's talk about what night and bad weather means, because that's when this happened. All attacks are at a -1 to hit. Ships at extreme and long ranges may not be attacked at all. Once a ship is within 40 inches, you make a command check with a target number of 8. Success means that that ship has been spotted and may be attacked by any friendly ship within 40 inches, as its location will be communicated to allies. Once it's been spotted, it remains so until it moves more than 20 inches away. If a ship fires its turret guns, it is automatically spotted.
Ah, okay.
Okay. A ship with radar will detect an enemy ship placed on the table on a roll of 3 or more. So your spotting gets, if you've got a radar ship, that ship spots 3 or more.
But still the 40 inches.
Yes. If a ship has been detected by radar, the ship that detected it may launch attacks on it at any range up to its normal maximum. If the enemy has been detected by radar in good weather and during the day, the penalty for long ranges is ignored. The attacking for extreme range is reduced to 1. A ship that is detected at night or during bad weather, we have both, will be spotted by the ship that detected it as soon as it moves into spotting range. So it would appear that, yeah, it's automatic. So you don't even have to roll for it.
Sorry.
The spotting
What's
is automatic.
Oh, what is spotting range?
That's
40
that 40 inches.
Okay.
That's that 40 inches.
Hey, Ron. Get home quickly. I need my gunnery officer.
A ship that detects an enemy ship with radar may not pass this information along to other ships. This is different from 40-inch spotting. Radar is one thing, 40-inch spotting is another.
Okay, so now I'm confused.
Go ahead. Well, it's like this.
I can use radar at any range.
No, it usually yes, but at night in bad weather, it's still only at spotting range, but it's automatic. You don't have to roll for it.
So why would I spot with radar and not with my eyeballs? I
Well,
can
because
pass on
you
my
gotta roll.
eyeballs.
You gotta pass on the eyeballs. Plus, the other ones won't be able to shoot otherwise.
No. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm confused then. You said radar, I can't pass that information on,
Right.
but eyeballs I can.
Yep.
But they both spot within 40 inches. So why would I ever use my radar?
Because, well, for one thing, it's automatic. Whereas you got to roll
I
for
thought
eyeballs.
I thought radar was a 3.
No, radar is a 3 in regular weather.
Oh,
In bad weather, you can only do it at close range.
so I have to roll for my eyeballs still.
Yep.
Is that automatic?
That's
Yeah,
no,
okay.
you have to roll for your eyeballs. Yep.
Right, got it.
And it remains spotted to you. Yeah, you can launch any to normal maximum regardless of visibility. Well, that's interesting. So once you've got it, the other reason is with radar, once you've got it with radar, you're not limited by bad weather or night ranges.
Yeah, but I'm already 40 inches in.
You are, but if it goes outside that, you can still shoot at it.
Ah, okay. So once you've tagged him, he's tagged with radar.
With radar. Yeah.
Yep.
Whereas eyeballs, you're going to lose them.
But radar doesn't help you with range finding.
Well, I think it does. I think that's intended to model that, don't you? I mean, the fact that once you've pinged him, he stays pinged to you, and you can shoot at him at no matter the range.
Right. But I'm talking about game-wise range finding.
Oh,
Just let
that
me
way. No,
measure.
yeah, it doesn't. No. Oh, that way. Got it. Yeah, no. And now for bad weather. All attacks made by both ships and air, so it's another -1. So it's a -2 between night and bad weather. Holy cow. And it's also -1 to command checks. Wow. And we talked about spotting. Mercy. All right. So that's the Scharnhorst best hope, I think. Is my suspicion. But as we read in the rules, the Royal Navy gets to go first. So we decided before the game started that Vance would be playing the Royal Navy and that Mike would be playing the entirety of the German Kriegsmarine in the sector, the Scharnhorst. So, Vance, why don't you get started?
So I have initiative.
Yes, and so that means you get to either nominate a ship or direct Mike to move his ship.
Yeah, I nominate the Mike moves his ship.
All right, Mike, you got a speed of 12 inches. Remember, everything's doubled.
Yep.
And you may
So
not
I
turn
can-
this turn.
I cannot turn this turn, so I got to go 6, or I can go up to 12. I don't have to go the whole 12. right?
Correct. Correct.
And I cannot turn. Well, that good enough.
Interesting. Okay.
And now it's up to you to move everybody else. Oh,
Okay, so
and,
the Duke
and
of York-
minimum, by the way, minimum movement is 2 inches. Sorry. I don't know how
Okay.
far. Minimum movement is
Duke
2.
of York,
Uh-huh.
my battleship,
Where are you at? Sorry.
has a normal speed of 10 inches,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to use a special command of flank speed,
Ooh, very scary. All right.
which gives me 50% more, so it gives me 15 inches this turn. And that's an automatic, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. Yes, yes. Yes, sir.
The Jamaica is next. And it has got a speed of 6 inches, or 12 inches. He's also going to do flank speed. And his turning is 2. He's going to do a turn as well.
Oh, saucy.
So he's got a movement of 18 inches.
Now we got people doing
Wait a minute.
guns. Hey, Daniel, Ronald, pleasure to see you. I trust
Oh.
plumbing goes well for you. So the Jamaica wants to turn. So you're gonna have to.
Yeah.
You're gonna have if you're doing flank speed. What does that give you? Your base is 6, so that gives you
19, 18.
18. Yep. So you got to go 9 before you turn.
Okay. Oops. Tab. Do this again.
Yeah, keep it.
Next turn I
I'm
can.
gonna go
Yeah, you
Next
can.
turn I can start
12.
turning.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
12. That's my turn gauge.
It's your starboard turn anyway. And I'll hold that sucker down for you if you want to.
Okay.
This is the way this usually works best. I'll show you. Hang on a second. Now go ahead. What
Didn't
you do is
Didn't we
just,
lock it last time?
no, actually, you can just put it right on top of it.
Yeah. Oop.
Yeah, which is
Grabbed the wrong thing.
no, just go to that. Now put it on top. Put it where you want to put it. Straighten it out. See, this is what I'm saying. It doesn't turn on its keel.
Yeah.
And that's 1.
That's about where I want to go. Yeah.
All right, you're good. Let him go.
I got it.
And there it is.
And then we go another.
You had 6 left.
9 left, right? 12. No, 18. Yeah. 6 left.
Yep. The math guy.
There we go. The Sheffield. Actually, we're going to move to Belfast first, which is right here.
Which is the only one of these ships I've had an opportunity to actually walk on. She was moored in the Thames when I was there last.
She has a speed of 14 normally.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to turn.
All right.
Turn at 2. We're going to go 7.
And I'll just put
7.
out there while Vance is maneuvering that if anybody has joined us that happens to know whether the Victory at Sea currently being purveyed by our friends at Warlord is the same as this one, I'd really like to know it.
You going to hold that for me?
Got it.
And we're going to go 2-ish.
There you go.
Like that.
Perfect.
And another 7.
Very curious about these ranges.
And Norfolk. Norfolk is also a 7. Nice. And a turn of 2. So he's going to go the same thing. He's going to do 14. So he's going to go 7 turn and then
All right.
7 more. So 7. Seven. Oops.
Ready when you are.
Grab the boat. Yeah, that's about 2.
Mm-hmm. All set.
Yep. And then another 7. And the Sheffield is last. And he's got a 7 as well. So 14. So we go 7 and turn and 7.
These are not big boats. No, they are not.
Nope.
John Stanley, good to see you, my friend.
7 inches. You bring my turn over, please.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about 2. Good.
Mm-hmm.
And 7. Oops. Grab the boat. 7.
All right, Mike, the door to freedom is open. You can tell.
So
With that,
now we
yeah, Vance,
shoot.
It's shooting. It's up to you to determine who wants to shoot first.
Is this the one that we line up our shots, give you our distances, and
Nope.
then you
Nope.
blindfold
This
us?
is just
No.
this is just you look at your
That was
ranges
Fletcher.
as given here.
Yep.
And then you just see if you got, like I say, your A, B, and Y turrets have a 90-inch range,
Right.
and you do have radar. So, pretty much anybody inside that 40-inch window is going to get spotted by you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm betting we're not inside a 40-inch window.
May not be.
So yeah, the Chernors can shoot first.
All right, Mike.
So chooses.
You've got where'd they go? There it is. You've got the A, B, and Y turrets. I suspect your secondary and starboard torps aren't, or port and starboard torps aren't there, but you've got your mains.
Yep.
First thing you got to do though is anybody you want to shoot at, you got to spot. So who do you want to spot, or try to anyway?
Sheffield first.
All right, we'll go center to center and see where you're at. Vance would be incorrect. That's
cool.
36 inches. So you can see that boy right there. Yes, you can. What do you feel you might like to give him as a present, as a gift?
Oh, A and B.
All right, you're gonna hit him with the A's and the B's. The A and the B turret each have 3 attack dice. What is the target number of the Sheffield, Vance?
It is a 5+.
I cannot think that's a beam shot, unfortunately. You said it was a 5+?
It is.
All right. Because he has radar, but because it's at night, he gets only the -1, so he needs 6s to hit you. So it's 6d6 for 6. Oh, there's
One hit.
what is the
Okay.
arm? What is the armor of the ship?
Paper. 3+.
Tissue, the man says. Tissue. That is
3+.
Yeah, it's a 3, and that's an A turret, so that's only got the 1 attack die or 1 damage die. 1d6 for a 3 or better.
Five.
That is a hit. So
Now that was -1 for the weather, right? Or not?
I don't believe he takes a penalty for
Or it's just the damage? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it reduces damage. It certainly reduces his targeting. But
Right.
and I don't, but let's, this is, I believe this is the first time I've played in the foul weather. So let's have a look for sure. Special traits, advanced rules. I know what I can do. There we go. Affects visibility. Yeah. -1 to hit. Applied to all command checks. You have spotted him, of course, and they remain so. So yeah, no other effect. Now, let it also be said, however, that anybody in range has now seen you fire those guns.
Yep.
So, there's still the -1 to hit, but you're seeing the trick is, given the night piece, it's only going to be those that are close enough to see him that are going to be able to spot him. So they got to be within 40 inches. Unless they've got radar, which is a whole different point. So, nonetheless, that was a hit on the Sheffield for 1 point. All right. And do you have another shot you wanted to try with your Y turret, Mike?
Nobody. He can't shoot toward Belfast or Norfolk because he can't turn his gun that far.
Yeah, and those guys are probably...
And I'm guessing.
Really
Jamaica's
look at
way
the
out of-
chart there. It says you can't.
Yeah, you can fire your Ys up there.
Can I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Rear turrets had quite a swing.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's what I was thinking. I guess I missed it. Must have had my hand over that part.
So something else.
Yep,
for the,
we'll take a
little
shot at,
something for the Sheffield or for somebody else.
Oh, we'll go for Sheffield again because I'm guessing everybody else is just out of range.
Okay. So that's
Well, actually,
hmm?
we'll go for Belfast.
All right. Can you? That's where's the Belfast? That's it. He's in range. What is his target number? 5. So again,
Belfast?
6s. Yep. So
Belfast is a 5+.
Yep. So once again, this is 3d6, 4, 6.
Missed.
Nothing. Vance, you're up.
Okay, well, everybody's shooting at the shark. Since we know we're in range.
To the shock and surprise, well, at least those boys are, yeah. So who goes
Okay,
first?
so the Sheffield, let's do the Sheffield. He has radar.
Oh, and the one thing, Mike, I should check. What did you roll? You did not roll a 5, because that shot on the Belfast is definitely a beam shot, so you should have gotten a +1 for that. But it
Okay.
doesn't matter because you didn't. You rolled 3s and a 1. So who's first?
Sheffield. It's first.
All right, the Sheffield, and he's gonna fire with.
Pretty sure.
He's got A's and B's. They are weak though.
Yep.
Which is gonna make it. Yeah, those turrets are weak. So you're gonna fire the ABXY.
Twin, but what does twin do?
Oh, good point. Good point. I didn't know we had anything twin linked. My goodness. Let's have a look-see. These weapons are mounted in pairs or even quads, concentrating firepower. Any attack dice for these weapons that do not successfully strike their target may be re-rolled.
Okay.
So there you go.
So A and B from the Sheffield.
A and B from the
Turrets.
Sheffield. The target number on the Scharnhorst is 4+. It is, however, dark and at night, so that takes it to 6. This is unless, does it have radar? Does the Belfast?
Yes, sir.
Oh, very good. So that drops it to a mere +1. So with that +1, it's a 5. And it drops it back to a 4. So, how many dice again from the Belfast?
One for each.
1 for each. So however many you're rolling, and it's for 5s or 6s.
So it's an A B. So it's 2 dice
For 5 or
for
6.
5 or 6.
Yep.
And
get
on
my
a
target
miss.
size?
What's that?
You got my
Yep.
target size.
Yeah. So you can re-roll
So that's
that
one hit.
You can re-roll the 1.
Yeah. That's one hit. Two hits.
2 hits.
They're weak.
Which means they get a -1 on this roll, and they're trying to hit an armor of 6.
6+.
Yeah, they can't. How can they hit him? I don't think they can hit him. Unless the 6
You
is
can't
always,
damage.
No, unless the 6 is always a hit. It just might be. Unless the 6 always damage. I know a 6 isn't always a hit, but I think a 6 may always damage. Checking.
I'll be right back while you're looking that up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and there's the other thing. Firing at long or extreme range, which is... How many inches are we away here?
35, 7, 33, 6.
Yeah, so it's... Oh, there it is. So it's anything... so actually this isn't even. So it's anything 40 or more. So yeah, you're inside... Yeah, you got to be inside 40. So you're not at long range. You don't get
Yep.
that. Damage dice are rolled. There we go. Come on now. Yes, a natural 6 is always considered to cause damage. So
Okay,
that's
so I've got
that's
two
you get
possible-
two dice for 6s. Yep.
Adds up to 7.
Not there. Pink, pink,
Okay.
pink, pink. Who's next?
So the Norfolk is next.
Okay.
A and B turrets.
Yeah. And they're not weak.
They're not weak, but they're also not twin linked.
So no re-rolling.
Got 1 dice each. And it's got radar.
So it's 2 dice for 5 or 6.
But did he end up hitting me?
He did not.
Damage, I should say.
No damage.
Missed.
Nothing.
Okay. And then Belfast, which is A and B again, twin linked and weak.
All right. 2 for 5 or 6.
And I miss.
Okay.
Now the Duke of York,
Oh, saucy.
my big battleship,
Does he have,
is,
does he have radar?
yes, sir.
All right. So then he spots on him. Well, you just want to check for the spot. I mean, you got nothing else to shoot at, so you might as well.
Well, the Sharn horse is fired, right? So he's spotted.
No, but he isn't though, because he's well out of spotting range. You can't even see him.
I thought the muzzle flashes made him automatically spot.
For eyesight, which is 40 inches or less.
Okay, fair enough.
So you got to close with him.
So I'm not close enough to do even radar?
Nope.
Okay. Then that would be that.
All right. Turn 2. An initial bit of plinking and some minor damage. Roll for initiative. 2d6. Reroll ties.
Six.
Or
You have the initiative, Vance. Who goes first?
The Scharnhorst.
Scharnhorst, you're up. It's your move.
all right. So I can turn this time.
Absolutely can. You got to move half your distance.
All right. Can I call flank speed?
Sure can. That moves you to 9.
Okay.
Moves him to 18, right? Or
Yeah, 18.
Well, 9 to
12.
10.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. There's my 9, and we'll be turning to starboard.
To the shock and surprise of no one. What's your turn? 1 though, right?
I think so. Is that right? 1.
Yep. Your turn radius is 1. There you go.
We go.
Vance, I don't think he wants to play with you.
no, doesn't look like it. That's okay.
All
So
right.
the Sheffield
move.
is going to do flank speed
Mhm.
and turn.
Got it.
That gives him a movement of 21.
Whoa.
So I got to do 11 first.
Oh, for the love of God, Ian. Ian.
What's the matter?
When the Norfolk gets shot at, the Norfolk gets a chance card. It's known as the Norfolking chance card. That's kind of spectacular.
I'd like to turn there, please, sir.
Excuse me, I was scarred by Ian's joke.
That's fine. That's okay. I understand. And I'm going to turn 2
Ooh, coming around.
ish. There we go. Okay.
Got it.
And I got 10 more inches.
Is that sucker really that fast? Holy cow.
Flanky is.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Come
yeah, but
on,
you gotta
stop.
be fast to start with.
Yep. The Norfolk is going to do exactly the same maneuver.
Why isn't his speed?
At
Why isn't the Sheffield 18? I show him as 6.
Okay, so that was the
That puts him to 18.
no. That's because that's not. Oh, okay. These are in reverse order then.
Sorry.
Belfast is down here. Okay, my bad.
That's all right. Just back him up. You gotta bring him. Will you move?
I moved him 2 inches back.
Yeah, there you go. It's not gonna make that big a difference, but because I didn't think
3 inches back.
I didn't think he was that fast. That was what was getting me.
Well, the other two are.
Yeah. But I thought I remembered the Sheffield being slow, and I noticed it when I was making the stats.
Okay, and that's I'm confused because that is
You move them any way you like.
there. Now I won't get confused anymore. Okay, Norfolk is next.
Irate
Moving
Spartan.
21.
Irate Spartan. We do not encourage the Ian Jackson. Okay, that's a rule around this place.
So 11. And then my turn.
Oh, you want to go to starboard, don't you?
Do.
I love the fact that I can crank out as many of these as I want. You know how many games I've sat around trying to
Flip
find
it and twisted it. Yeah.
finding it. Well, not just that, but trying to find the bloody thing.
Yep. Oops. There we go. Turn.
So for those that didn't see, July Historicon has
Yep.
been postponed.
Yeah.
I'm interested. I may well be out there when they're going to put it on top of Fall In at Valley Forge, and I loved Valley Forge Historicon. I may have been the only one, but I loved it.
Belfast is doing the same thing.
Dig it.
So 11.
And Mike Velker,
11.
when I suggested it to Velker that we were going to go out there, he was like, "Yeah, does that mean I get to go to Mike's house and play with his dog?"
Absolutely. Of course, will you pick me up?
That's it.
Okay.
Velker, Mike says we got to drive by his house and pick him up on the way to Historicon.
What?
We got to drive by Mike's house and pick him up on the way to Historicon.
Cool. I would do that.
Road trip.
That's 10. The Duke of York.
He's gonna throw steam in the boiler.
Yep, he's going to do flank speed again. So I guess 15 inches. Dead ahead. Oops. And then Jamaica is going to do flank speed as well. And he's got an 18 at flank speed. So he's going to
Ooh.
go 9 and turn.
All right. You want to starboard or port?
He's going to go port this time.
I am surfeited with starboards.
9. Okay. Just that. It's good.
Mhm.
And then we're going to go 9 more.
Run, Mike, run!
Yeah, I think my little boats can outpace him, but
Well, the trick is the little boat's got to slow him down.
yep.
They got to get after that crew hard. That's what has to happen. If they cripple him, then the others can finish him. But that's the question. Speaking
Right.
of which, though, who goes first? In
So
shoot?
these 3 boats
Yeah,
all have them spotted by radar, so they still have them spotted. No matter
at
the range
one
now.
spotted by radar, always spotted by radar.
Okay, so we're going to shoot. Sheffield is going to shoot first.
All right, and I think that's 2 shots. And is that right?
I don't know.
Just taking a look at his
Might
arc.
be,
You got more?
might be all of them.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Which turrets does it have?
ABXY.
Oh yeah. Oh well, that's the whole package. Sure it is.
Yep.
Sure it is. All right. And the target on the Scharnhorst is 4 -1 for the condition, so 5. But that is most definitely a side shot for him. I don't think it is for the Norfolk or the Belfast, but that's a beam shot. So back down to 4. So is that 4 dice?
Yep.
And there's these twin
Weak
linked.
twin.
Yeah,
These
they're
are twin linked,
so
but they're
four-
weak.
Yeah, so 4 dice for 4 or better. Get to re-roll any misses.
3 hits.
Re-roll the miss.
4 hits.
4 for 6s.
Oops. No hits. No damage.
Nothing. Thought you might get
That's
something
kind
on
of
that.
blows.
Mike, you get a shot here. Who do you want?
I think all 3 turrets can go back towards Sheffield.
I'd say. Let's have a look there.
Well, yeah, if I could hit his side, then he should be able to.
Yeah, I was
turn
going
the
to say if it's a
favor.
beam shot. Yeah. So it's still at minus. It's interesting. We're still outside of close range. So there's no love shots there. So it's still a -1. What's your target on the Sheffield?
Is a 5+.
5+. And so you're dropping ABY. So it's 9 dice. 9 dice on a beam shot. So it's 9 dice for 5 or 6.
One hit.
No, 5 or
3
6.
hits.
Mike. 3 hits.
Oh, yeah, 3 hits.
3 possible, yeah.
Yep, 3 possible. And your armor?
Is 3+.
Armor on that sucker is a 3+. He does get plunging fire.
No, he doesn't.
Why wouldn't he?
He's not in long range. We're
Oh,
at
that's-
20 inches.
That's right.
23 inches.
That's right. It's so crazy. I keep forgetting you're not. Yeah, that this is that sort of a crazy knife fight. You're absolutely right.
Yep.
3 dice for 3 or better.
One hit.
1 hit.
Whew, he's getting lucky.
Yeah.
The Sheffield is, I mean.
Oh, I know. I know what you're talking about. The Sheffield was like, what the heck? All right, who's next?
Shucking and jiving. The Norfolk.
It's not going to be a beam shot, so everything else though is the same. His target is you'd think I'd remember this by now. His target is a 4, long range 5. That's it. So 3 dice.
4 dice.
4 dice for 5 or 6.
One possible.
Reroll the other 3.
These are not twin linked.
Oh, not twin link, but they're also not weak, correct?
They're also not weak.
So therefore, your 1 die that did hit, yeah, so it's 1 die for his armor is a 6. I don't think it matters actually, because his armor is a 6. Yep.
Okay.
One die for 6.
Nope.
Okay. Next down the
Bounce.
row.
Sure, why not? We're sure the Belfast. So how do we get a crits again?
6. You roll it. That's the weird thing about what you're doing.
Right.
If you
Like-
if you damage him, it's got a chance of being critical damage.
Right.
3 dice.
This is XY,
Oh, that's
ABX, or ABXY again.
Yes, that's 4 dice for 5 or 6. Reroll all misses.
All miss.
Reroll them all.
2 hits.
2 hits. 2 for 6.
No, these damage dice is.
It's better.
Oh no, it's not.
It's just 1.
Okay, I was reading the wrong one.
Yeah.
Yep, reading the wrong one.
2 dice for 6.
2 dice for 6. Oh, snake eyes.
Dude.
Can I
Let me just double.
I realized that I already had my shot. Never mind. I was gonna ask if I could shoot my torpedoes, but
Yeah, unfortunately, no. It's
Yeah.
You're
No,
not
no
within the
problem.
range, I don't think, right?
yeah, it's 20-inch range. Are you within 20 inches, Mike? Well, he could take the shot and waste him, I guess, but it's
oh, that's right. This isn't Fletcher Pratt. Where
Yeah,
they
Fletcher-
run around for like 8 turns.
yeah, where Fletcher
Yeah.
Pratt they run forever.
Yeah.
That's all my shooting. That's all I can. The other guys
All
aren't.
right, I just want to check one thing real quick. I want to make sure I'm not denying you something.
Naeem doesn't need any more help.
Ah,
All on one.
yeah, it's just to be clear, a ship that is detected at night or during bad weather will automatically be spotted by the ship that detected it, so long as it moves into spotting range. So so basically the point they're making is you've got this guy on radar, but you've got to move into spotting range to actually shoot at him.
Okay.
I just was a little worried about that. All right, that's it then. Let's roll some 2d6s for initiative, please.
Really.
Oh,
I was
sure.
gonna say, dude, oh man, now you're rolling 6s. Vance, who goes first?
The Charnhorst.
Away you go, Mike.
All right. Now, can I do more than one special command at a time?
Nope, one per turn.
One per
Hey,
turn.
take care, Huivu. Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us.
All right. We'll go flank speed.
Night, Tuna.
Check in.
We get what? 18 inches straight
Yep.
ahead. Okay.
Vance, you're up.
Sheffield. Flank speed. Sheffield flank speed is 18 inches, so we're gonna go 9 and turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. What, 8, 9.
All set.
Yep. Now we're gonna turn. Yeah, that's good. And then we're gonna go 9 more.
You are closing some range.
Come on. Close enough. Norfolk is going to do the same flank speed, so that gives him 21. So we're going 11 first. Okay.
Be right there. No, no.
And then we're going to go is 2. Yeah, that's good enough. And another 10 inches. Belfast is going to do the same at 21, so 11. And then turn. He's gonna go. Is 2, yeah. And then another 10. Duke of York is going to go 15 straight ahead.
All right.
It's not as fast as it seems.
Yeah, Mike can't go anywhere. He's
And-
playing, for God's sake.
And this guy is going to go, and the last guy, Jamaica, is going to go 18 straight ahead.
Who do you want to shoot first?
The Sheffield would like to shoot first.
All right. I think it's going to get to drop the whole house on him. But it's not in close range.
It's not in torpedo range, is it?
Nope. Mm-mm.
Center of ship, don't do that. Why is it always grabbing the point?
I don't know. What are you doing?
Okay, yeah, we're gonna. Shooting down the length of the ship isn't good, eh?
No, well, it just doesn't give you a bonus.
Hmm.
So it's going to be at a 5. Can't think of anything else.
4 dice,
4 dice for 5 or 6. Is that a twin link gun?
twin linked.
Yep. So 4 dice for 5 or 6. Reroll misses.
So we roll 3 of them. It's 1 hit. Two more.
Total of 3. 3 hits for 6.
Oh, come on.
That's amazing that you cannot buy a 6, my friend.
Not for damage, I can't.
No,
So the Norfolk again, same.
in range.
It's 38 still.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 4 non-twin linked.
Do I get my shot first?
Oh yeah,
He
to
gets
shoot
his
first.
shot first.
Yep,
Yep.
yep.
Sorry. Yep.
No,
Quite
No
right.
problem. No problem. Yep. I've only got a shot with the 3 guns there.
2 guns.
3 aft.
His XY, yeah.
Oh, his Y gun.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
Y gun. Yep.
So your XYs together come to... Well, you don't have an X.
Well, I don't have an X. Right.
just
right,
the
that's
Y.
what I'm saying. Yep.
3 dice. Target on this sucker is...
When I said three,
Three-
when I said
5.
3 guns, I meant all 3 of them. That's in
Got
the
it.
turret. I didn't mean all
Yeah,
3
barrels.
turrets.
The target of 5.
Yeah, it's in a beam shot, so it's 4, 5, 6. 3 for 4, 5, 6.
Wait a minute. Why does he get 4, 5, 6?
Oh, so it's 5 or 6.
I
You're right.
rolled a 5.
That's
I
fine.
rolled a 5. And
Yeah,
a 6.
you're right. It's a 5 or
2
6.
hits.
You hit with both. Good point. 2 dice, not plunging fire. We know that. So it's 2 for 3 or better on the Sheffield.
Yep.
6 and a 1.
Oh, there we
His
go.
gun's only.
That's a potential crit. 1d6 on a 4, 5, 6. It is a crit.
6.
Roll 2d6.
Ouch.
Ten.
That is a hit to the weapon system. Roll 1d6.
One.
Okay, that cost him his anti-aircraft weapon, which doesn't matter in this game.
Whoop-dee-doo.
But
Ooh,
it
yay.
is 2 damage.
It's damage.
2 damage and 1 crew, because you always take the base damage as well.
Yep.
So
Oh, what did I lose the crew for? The
Uh,
AA?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Just checking.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting that if I would have done a crit to his secondary weapons damage, he would not have taken any crew hit.
Correct. That's just 1 crew. Is that what I did? Make sure I did the right thing. Did not. There we go. All right, Vance. 4 dice. No reroll.
From the Norfolk.
Yeah.
Yep.
4 dice, no reroll for 5, 6.
Here, we need some smoke for the ship.
1 possible.
Yeah. One for 6.
beep.
I'm telling you.
And I think the Belfast is out of range.
It is by 6 inches. Holy cow. All right, that's it then.
Now, see, that's where I'm confused. You have to be within 40 to shoot? Or to spot? Okay, never mind. I thought
Oh.
once you were spotted, you're always spotted for.
Yeah, that's
range
right.
didn't
Out to
matter
maximum
anymore.
range. Yeah, go ahead. You get to shoot. Yeah, absolutely do.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah, it's
So
just
the Belfast is shooting at him then.
Yep.
These two guys haven't spotted him yet,
Right.
which I don't understand because.
Jamaica may
anyways.
be pretty close. Jamaica may be pretty close to spotting.
Yeah, but- no.
Oh no, guess not. Okay.
Yeah, so that's 4 twin link shots for 5 or 6.
Yep. There's 2 hits.
Roll 2 more.
Nope.
All right, so 2 dice for 6s.
Nope.
Yeah, I am indeed wondering about the ability of the York, but I just, like I say, it's this thing I keep staring at. This rule about radar and its effect on night. Because it's the radar rule that I'm reading. I'm just going over it. I wonder, did they clarify?
Well, to me, radar at night should let you shoot. That's the whole point of radar.
Well, it does. It does once you've... It's really the spotting piece that I'm questioning myself about. Because, like I say, they completely screwed up. Oh, thank you. They completely borked up spotting planes. Night battle. Good. Yeah. Because usually at night, ships at extreme and long range may not be attacked at all. Those at closer ranges must be spotted. Once an enemy ship is within 20 inches, 40 inches for us, or less of a friendly ship, we make a check with success. So that's it. But then,
As soon as he fires his guns,
a ship that is detected at night or during bad weather will automatically be spotted by any ship that detected it as soon as it moves into spotting range.
all right, I'm getting my terms mixed up. So, because he's outspeeding me. The Duke of York will never get a shot off. In this game.
That's I know, I see that, and that's what I'm kind of wondering about. A ship.
Jim's having nightmares. Of
Which is
quadruple.
fine if that's. The
Well,
way
no,
it's
the
supposed to work.
distances are right because I checked this. A ship with the
I,
radar.
I was just meaning. I know the distances are right.
Oh, you know what it is? It's a difference between detection and spotting. They are.
You guys still there?
No, I am still here. I'm just
Okay.
because here's the other paragraph. If an enemy ship has been detected by radar, the ship that detected it may launch attacks against it at any range up to its normal maximum, regardless of visibility conditions. If an enemy has been detected by radar in good weather or during the day, the attack for long range is ignored. A ship that is detected at night or during bad weather will automatically be spotted by the ship that detected it as soon as it moves into spotting range. I'm not sure I understand that.
Yeah. So what's the difference between detected and spotted?
Now let's go back to night battles.
And what happens when what does the muzzle flashes do? Is it detect him or just spot him?
Well, that fits in though with well, let's see here. That isn't radar though, right? Once an enemy ship is within 20 inches or less, make a command check with a target of 8. Success means it has been spotted and may be attacked normally by any friendly ship within 40 inches, as this location will be communicated to allies. Once a ship has been spotted, it will remain so. Ships that fire turret guns will automatically be spotted. Radar spread quickly to locate great range and direct the fire of turrets. This is just talk.
So he's fired his turret gun, so he's automatically spotted.
by somebody within 40 inches, because that's spotting range.
Okay. So again, the Duke of York will never get any spotting.
A ship with radar will detect any enemy ship placed on the table, and it will remain so.
Yeah. So I'm missing something because the whole point of radar is to be able to shoot your guns at somebody at night.
I
You
agree.
can't see
No,
it.
I agree with you. I agree with you. And a ship that is detected at night or during bad weather will automatically be spotted by the ship that detected it as soon as it moves into spotting range. Yeah, I confess to being profoundly confused by this rule. If a scenario is at night, everybody's at a -1. In addition, ships in extreme and long range may not be attacked at all. Those at closer ranges must be spotted before they can be attacked. Okay? So you get to within 40 inches, you make a command check, and you're spotted. Ships that fire their guns are spotted. That's fine with me within the 40 inches. But then it says it detects a ship. But then it says it automatically is spotted as soon as it moves into spotting range. I think we're playing it right. I'm just not sure I buy it. That's what I'm saying, I guess. Well, we'll finish it out.
Yeah. So the Duke of York might as well not be on the map.
Well, the only thing I can think is that the idea is that the Sheffield, the Norfolk, and the Belfast need to slow him down.
And again, unless I roll a whole pile of crits,
Yeah. No,
that's not going to happen
right.
because my shells are bouncing off his boat.
Or you get somebody playing the Scharnhorst that wants to just mix it up and see what.
Well,
they
I
can
have
do
no
without
earthly
just
idea
running.
why somebody would do that. It's-
Oh, I understand.
Well, no,
Well-
yeah, like you would just go hellbent for leather off the map.
no, what you're
You win.
doing, I mean, to be clear, what Mike is doing is what I would do, at least in my first play.
Oh, that's
Right.
what I would do too. That's,
You know, it's
point of-
I wish
is to win the game.
I wish to go. Thank you. I'm just curious in the history. I'm just taking a look at the history.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe Vance, maybe on your first turn you maybe should have tried to do a come about and got a more turn radius on your Norfolk and
See, the
Sheffield.
thing I was looking at is whether I even had the Scharnhorst facing the wrong way at game start, but I don't. He's even pointed the right way.
Yeah.
All right.
I was wondering
Yeah,
if like Sheffield and Norfolk got come about and were able to turn sharper and close with me more. You know what I'm saying?
It's still their guns aren't going to do anything to you.
Well, it's
Yeah.
Tommy
Well,
McGuire.
unless you get a crit.
Tommy McGuire is pointing out.
Okay.
He is Night John. He is pointing out that search radars could detect the enemy, but they weren't accurate enough for shooting.
Okay.
All right.
So then, okay. Then the Duke of York is pointless.
I don't know as I'm very close to agreeing with you. I don't know if I completely go there. I guess
Okay.
I guess like I say, not completely. You were done shooting though, right?
Yeah, because nobody else can shoot.
Yeah, everybody else.
'Cause
Is
he's
out
not sighted by those guys, even though he's
Right.
been fired his shells like that.
there. Yeah. Okay, well, initiative, please. We're almost home anyway.
10.
8, it's yours.
All right. Who goes first,
All
Mike?
right.
Your first chance to call it.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and go. Flank speed.
All right.
There we go.
All right. Desperate attempt to finish him. We have a confirmation from Tommy McGuire that the rules are written by the same person. That's helpful.
Okay. The Sheffield is going to go flank speed straight ahead.
All right.
So is the Norfolk. He's going to go 21. Oops. Grab the boat. And the Belfast is the same.
Okay.
Duke of York is going to go straight ahead 15. And Jamaica is going to go regular speed and try not to run into the Belfast
Sounds like a plan.
by turning to port.
All right.
So he's going to go 6. Six and turn to port. Okay. And go 6 more. Okay, that's it.
Mike, you get a shot, or if you can make Vance shoot first, up to you.
I'll go ahead and shoot.
Of course.
Sheffield. Yep.
I don't know why you wouldn't. but
Sheffield with
I'm just saying.
3 barrels. Yep. Only got the 1 shot, so.
And he's a 4. Sorry, he's a 5.
What's the range?
He's a 5. Yeah, it's check range.
Yeah, it's hits are 5.
5, but it's inside.
36.
And it's a beam shot. So back to 5. 3 dice for 5 or 6.
1 hit.
1d6 for 3 or better.
Got it.
Okay. Sheffield shoots.
So Sheffield fires. Yeah.
I think we know the story.
Two possible.
And 2 more.
So 2 possible.
Mm-hmm.
6s. Oops. Nope.
Did Mike just leave?
No, I'm here.
Somebody.
Nope.
TTC.
TTC
We
came
got
in.
Hello, TCC. Pleasure to see you. All right.
Belfast. Or regulars.
The next is Norfolk, actually.
Norfolk. Sorry. 1 possible hit.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And 4.
Nothing.
You get to roll all of them. Anyway.
2 possible.
So used to doing Napoleonics.
Nothing.
I'm not used to being able to shoot up and over units
And
units that are in between you and them.
that's plenty to get off the board. I don't know. There's something that doesn't quite mesh for me. I mean, I love the concept of the scenario. I always love the big against many, the ogre scenarios, but Vance's point is very well taken. Why bother having the Duke of York really on the battlefield? I could see
Or even the Jamaica.
Yeah, really. I mean, it's because we all know what the Scharnhorst is going to do.
Yeah.
And in the historical battle, what happens? Well, for the one thing, it'll be recalled that the Scharnhorst was pointed this way.
Mm-hmm.
In the historical battle, he runs into, I believe, somebody have to tell me, I think he runs into the Belfast. That she runs into the Belfast, turns this way, and winds up running into the Duke of York. Well, that's never going to happen. I'm going to have to puzzle this through. I like Victory at Sea a lot. I think it's my favorite World War II naval system for what it is.
Oh, it's nice and fast and works well. Yeah.
You know, it reflects the differences in the ships. It you know, it's without weighing things down. I know that folks have spoken of Seekrieg, and I do like that, but this is my favorite. The other thing that really bothered me, to be totally honest, is that you didn't have a chance to get in torpedo range, because I thought those would be the big equalizer.
Well, that's what I was hoping to do with the Sheffield, which is actually the same speed as the Scharnhorst. So I was never going to catch him.
Huh. That's another.
So Norfolk might have been able to catch him.
Because I'm staring right at the scenario, and
that's the only way is to be able to put a torp into him to slow him down.
Yeah, because a torp would do serious damage, and then or you know, and let's face it, you did get very unlucky with your rolls, but. Let me make sure that I did all the right things. Yep, that's exactly right.
That's right. They're showing 24 inches. I pulled it up also.
Oh, you got the scenario? Yeah.
They're showing. I bought.
They're showing 24 inches.
It's doubled. Everything's doubled.
20,
remember?
Yeah.
It's still right.
This is
so it's 36 inches to Duke of York from Scharnhorst, but from the size of the table.
But okay, so 36 inch. Yeah, but I'm never going to catch him.
Yep.
Because I move 15 max, and he moves 18.
Yeah, the only thing I can think is that somehow I was misreading I'm gonna look up the radar rules to see if I misunderstood how radar interacts. But I'm no expert in this period. I just like it. I think it's interesting.
Yeah.
But you know, I take Tommy's point that radar would be used for what would we say, detecting rather than spotting.
Right, I agree.
You know,
I agree with that. That makes sense.
This almost feels like that once Scharnhorst gets down here to the exit, it's almost like we ought to pull the map back at least one time. Because if you read,
it still doesn't make. It still won't do any difference.
Well, but if you read this, right, it says that she was slowed down and crippled by damage. I guess what my point is, that will give a lot more time for Norfolk and company to get around and try to get some torps at her, or to do a little bit of damage to try to slow her down. I guess that's my point. There is.
Yeah, but even if I do the hard turn with the Sheffield, I'm not going to get around to catch you because you're going the same speed, and I'm going the wrong direction.
Yeah.
You're just going to outspeed me. I'm never going to get it within 20 inches of you. It's impossible.
Right.
And my little guns are just going to bounce off your armor until I roll 6.
Right. And I'm although I don't necessarily have a problem with that, what I do have a problem.
Oh no, I don't have a problem with the mechanics.
I don't understand.
I have a problem with the scenario.
Right. But even that, this doesn't trouble me as much as the question of what exactly is the Duke of York supposed to be doing.
Even the Jamaica.
Yeah, we're right. But I mean, the Duke of York. Look, let's face it. That's the ship that that he's got to worry about, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
And you know, because suddenly that sucker is coming with a range. He can range him. He's actually got and he's got armor piercing rounds in the bargain.
And two dice damage.
Yeah. So he's dropping a house on the Scharnhorst. But because he can't, I mean, shoot, even on if spotting range is 40 inches.
So, and maybe that's part of it too. I mean, historically, would Scharnhorst have known that Duke of York was even back there initially?
It certainly didn't. That's sort of the point. But, it kind of veered into him.
But I guess, you know, and somebody just pointed out that Scharnhorst was trying to get at a convoy, right? So you could almost make the argument that the Scharnhorst would not have just simply ran away, right? That maybe she would have tried to do some damage to Norfolk and company first, not knowing that Duke of York was back there.
No, her orders were not to get in a fight.
Right.
Her orders were to do exactly what she did. to
Okay.
get out of Dodge.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I'm just looking at the Wikipedia. She was finished off by, guess what? Torpedoes.
Yeah.
So clearly there's something missing here. There's just something
So-
missing.
So look at what has just posted up about the battle.
Yeah, that's interesting too.
It-
That's really according to Haz. If you look at it, the Jamaica is better positioned right about here.
and Duke of York.
And Duke of
both.
York. Wow.
Yeah, he says Duke of York and Jamaica, according to the Wikipedia battle map, were both down here by your name. Start with.
That would be a difference.
Oh, that's completely different than the scenario setup.
Yeah, and if you look
Are you
at the
reading
map,
the scenario wrong?
no, this is set up exactly according to the picture.
No.
Well,
I've
okay, then
got
there's
it
a
up too.
then there's an error in the scenario page.
That could certainly be. Like I say, this is going to take some research because I never like giving up on a scenario like this that I think has great prospect. Because the other thing is we played it in a very quick period of time, which is nice.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a great introduction, and I want it to work. And you know, you always wind up with the sense that I screwed something up. You know, surely they didn't bugger it. So, well, let's put it this way: surely they play tested this. Yes.
Surely you would hope.
I mean, somebody played this scenario as given, and that
Maybe it was Shirley Temple that played it.
you know, and it's yeah, I don't know because it's something is askew. How's that? Well, nonetheless. We've been at this. This is what I like for the Wednesday Night Warfare. It's a nice brisk battle, a nice conversation about something we don't usually do.
Oh yeah, I like the system. This system works nice and fast for these type of things. And
You know, and
you're right. This battle would be very interesting if it made sense.
yeah, if there's or if it didn't feel like a big old piece was missing. How's that?
Yeah.
And so what we will definitely do is take another look at it. Who knows, maybe come back and play it. But there's a lot of other really big scenarios. And I wouldn't mind turning over a Wednesday Night Warfare, or Saturday Night Fights actually, to a really, really big Pacific fight. Give that a shot.
That'd be fun. Like
You know, they've got...
Torpedo Alley or something.
Yeah, exactly. They've got some big, nasty battles that have lots of moving parts, and I think those would be fun. But anyway, thank you so much to Mike and to Vance for coming around and having at a simple scenario. We will be back on Saturday for part 2 of ILAO. We've got a full table, a full table of folks having at Volley and Bayonet ILAO part 2. There was a lot of back and forth. There are already not one, but I think 2 exhausted French divisions in the bloody fields of ILAO, so we'll have a lot there. And I'm very close to done with the Battle of Bakel. What's the Battle of Bakel? Well, that is the second battle in our Scharnhorst Blucher campaign. It's the bigger of the 2 big ones, and boy oh boy is it a big... Did those guys drive a lot of dudes into a very, very small space. So we're going to have a very, very big fight. And of course, we will eventually get back to our beloved Operation Quatre Bras. So a lot of different stuff. Thank you all who watched. Thank you who played. Always, you know, hey, if you don't mind, give us a like and a subscribe if you haven't. And in the meanwhile, please take care of yourselves.